Greetings, pod fans. It's May 8th. Mate, like May 8th, but also mate. What's that? I'm not funny, but you want another one? Sure, I guess I can do one more video. That sounds good. And today I want to talk about editing, because I have been editing video for a very long time, and it's one of those things that I'm like, I wouldn't consider myself a good editor, and I also wouldn't consider myself an editor. Like, if someone was like, oh, what do you do? It's like, oh, I make videos. What does that mean? I talk to a camera. I never really bring up the editing side of it because, yeah. But, like, I've been using Premiere Pro for a very long, maybe a decade. I don't know when I first got Creative Cloud. I'll have to check. But, yeah, I've been using Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, for a very long time. And the main thing that I do, because I feel like everyone expects these like big crazy like effects and stuff when you say that you do video editing, the main thing that I do is every time that there is a cut, and this is something I've been doing for years and I doubt that anyone watching this has ever noticed, but anytime I'm doing a cut, I make it so that the sound and the clip is layered with the next one so that it doesn't stop and go. For example, I could just have it stop and start again. And you see there's kind of a stop ends and start again is there. So what I do instead is I stop and then I continue. And it's this very small thing that I've been doing for a very long time. And I honestly cannot make things where I don't do that because it sounds bad to me. And honestly, it's probably something that no one ever notices. This is a very little thing that I do with every single clip, every video. It's just moving the sound so that, and like, it's possible that the example that I just gave, you didn't even notice. You were just like, I have no idea what he's talking about. But this is a very tiny thing that I've been doing for as long as I can remember, because I saw it somewhere on YouTube, and I was like, this is a thing that you should do. And honestly, I cannot. It's impossible. I do not know how to do it without. And then, like, just editing in general, I have the ability to edit things. I can edit stuff, and I have done videos where I edit a lot more than I would in these general me chatting to things. But a lot of the time, they just don't get traction, and it's very weird. Like, there is a video from, I checked it today, and it was the 17th of April 2022. So during Pod Fajita, I made this video, and it's Dormammu, Round Table Night Vike, I've Come to Bargain, and then Elden Ring gameplay. And that has like 33 views at last thing. It's 13 minutes long, and this is a video that I have rewatched a number of times. Like, this is the kind of thing where I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I did that. And I put a lot of work. I spent like the day. It was a Pod Fajita day, and I spent the day making that. And that's probably pathetic. But like, it has jokes and it has things, and I properly went through it, and I rewatched everything a number of times just to make sure that everything was okay, and made little edits and all this kind of stuff. And it got nothing. It got like nothing happened from it. And then, you know, I make a video that's just, and I don't want this to come across that I'm like, I put in all this work and then YouTube never, like, it's probably tags and the, like, thumbnail and the, like, title and stuff like that, so it's probably entirely on me. But the fact that I can make a video that I'm just talking like this, and because the title is, Getting Stronger is a Scam, it gets a lot more. And yeah, it's to do something with lower effort and get more in return, it makes it very hard to commit those hours, especially when this isn't my job. This is something that I do for fun, and I like the creation, and, you know, if I get into it, I love an edit. I love editing things and putting stuff together and making it cool, but it can be so much work, and when there's not much in return, it's very difficult. Like, after Pod Fajita last year, I had this idea for reviewing roguelikes, and I did 2 videos, the first of which was Crap Champions, and that got like 200 and something views, and I was like, hell yeah, we're on it, we're doing it. And a week later I made one about Brotato, and it, again, I think it has like 25 views or something, And yeah, it like completely got rid of all my steam because like I for those two videos I had written the script, I had gotten the gameplay footage, I had done all of this stuff, and I really really liked them. I thought that they were fun. I thought that I had put in proper effort and stuff, and it just never went anywhere. And I was like, it's just so hard for me to continue, like putting in days when you like counting it, put in the gameplay footage, getting that, and the writing of it, just the actual recording of the voiceover and the video, and then the edit, and it's like it's days of my life, and it just kind of comes to nothing. So yeah, I don't know, that was just kind of a thing. Like, I know how to edit. I'm not amazing. I I'm not an editor. I edit video, and I've done things, but it's so hard to put in time because like it also can depend on my mood, especially over pod fajita, because there were some days that I went through and I got rid of all the ums and ahs, and like, if there was a little gap, sometimes I leave it because it feels conversational, but there were a couple of videos where I just completely got rid of that. And then other days I'm just kind of like, I'm getting rid of the big gaps, and that's all I've got time for. That's all I feel like I can do right now. So yeah, editing is interesting. I really like it, and I like being able to tell a story from like things, but it's a lot of work, and there's a lot that comes out of it. And yeah, that I guess is just some chat about editing. That's a cool face. We're just back from a walk. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying your 8th of May. It was a Wednesday, and I'll talk to you the next time I get the motivation to edit something, which could be weeks from now. So I'll talk to you then. Slán.